David, is that exactly the reaction you wanted today?
Definitely, yeah. I know I spoke a lot pre-match about looking for a reaction, coming in on Monday and seeing the reaction for the players, and it being positive on Monday morning after a really difficult setback in terms of first defeat in 17 games last weekend. And it's one thing seeing that reaction in training and the togetherness being there, but to then take it into the game was exactly everything I asked the players to do. The way they started the game, I thought we were excellent, first half performance especially, and then obviously the way the game went. Second half, the next goal in the game was always going to be huge. Dundee United made a few changes, scored the next goal. The players showed massive character, and to then make sure we got the 3 points, which was the only thing that really mattered today at this stage of the season. It's all about the result, and as I said, the reaction for the players, up to a man, subs coming on, a real complete performance on that front, so I'm delighted for everyone.
Must be quite pleasing to see that 3 point gap now between yourselves and Aberdeen at the moment.
Yeah, like I said before the game to the players, about us controlling the controllables. All we can do at the moment is take care of what we're doing. Today was always going to be a really difficult game because of what you've talked on, the reaction for last weekend, and the expectation of it. People expecting Hibs to win today. Our home form's been excellent. That's 8 straight wins at home as well, so it shows that we're going in the right direction. But all we can do is control what we're doing. The results have probably went away today, but next weekend we go to Celtic Park and the challenges that faces. So there's, until it's mathematically done, we're taking one game at a time and keep pushing forward.
It's a bit of a cliche, David, about turning your home ground into a fortress. But for a club like Hibs, it is important, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. I think, and when I think back to how the seasons went as well, at the start of the season when you're on that poor run, it's difficult and the fans get frustrated because of our not so much the performances, but the results were returned at the start of the season weren't where they needed to be, and the frustration's there, and they're living and breathing it and paying their money to come and watch it. But today I think it's another example of the fans really playing a massive part in getting you over the line. I thought there was a wee lull in the second half. Dundee United were massively pushing, as you'd expect, because of the magnitude of the game. And I thought they really helped get the players over the line today by backing the players, stinging, really getting right behind them, and I thought that played a massive part in it. And that's what it takes to come into a place like Hibs. It's a lovely pitch, it's a nice stadium, it's a nice place to come and play, but if you can get the fans right behind you, it can be quite an intimidating place as well. But that comes from the fans reacting to what they're seeing on the pitch, and the players are playing with a real togetherness and belief at the minute, which is a very good recipe.
How did you feel, David, about the tifo, about you before the game? Did you see it?
I did see it. It's not something that I'm not saying I enjoy seeing it. You'd rather that than somebody shouting abuse at you, of course you would, but at the same time it's clearly a reflection again on the success on the pitch, and that's the players that take all the praise for that and all the credit, and rightly so, because they're the ones that as coaches will put a game plan in place what we think gives the best opportunity to win the game, but they're the ones that have to go and do that and really deliver that. And it's something that the connection between, it's another example of the connection between the fans and the club and the players, and everything is going in the right direction at the minute, and it is everyone pulling in the same direction. And ever since I've been and joined this football club, it's been a massive part of my life for the last 10 years. And that connection with the fans I've always had, and I've been very fortunate to have that support, and I'm going to need it to keep moving forward and keep continued support, which I know will be there right all the time.
It must give you a lot of satisfaction to feel the ground like it was today. Tifo before the game, good atmosphere before the game, wee sticky spell in the match, but the fans don't turn.
It's huge. It's exactly what I just spoke about there, about everyone pulling in the same direction. It's a massive positive for where we've been at times to where we are now. The success, everyone's feeling that, but at the same time the fans deserve loads of credit, because during the difficult times they still come, they still pay their money, they still they want the club and expect the club to be at a certain level, and they always respond really well to good football, and the players that are giving their absolute all. That's the one thing. As a supporter, I'm sure they'll come to the game and always support players that give absolutely everything for the football club. I think you've seen that now for a number of weeks. In fact, all season this group of players has gave absolutely everything. And we need to continue to do that, because that's what it takes to become a professional football player, firstly, but to be a successful team you need that for everyone.
How important is it to have substitutes that help you get those all important 3 points?
Yeah, squad depth's probably the right words. I think I made a couple of changes before the game as well. The importance of having a strong squad, but it's not just having good technical football players or good players on your bench, it's having the right characters, and I think that's something I've spoke a lot about the togetherness in the group and the strength and depth within players coming on and impacting the game. And the line I use all the time, the players is the team that starts is never the team that finishes, so subs need to be ready to impact it in a positive way, and that's happened on numerous occasions now this season. The players are all really pulling in the same direction. It's everything I've already spoke about, and that's your job as a sub. You'll be disappointed you're not playing. Of course, every player wants to play. It makes my job very difficult to try and pick a starting 11. But all you can do as a sub when you come on is give absolutely everything, and everyone's done that today again. So, as I say, I'm over the moon for everybody involved because of the effort, the hard work, but also the outside noise looking at it saying how would Hibs react today, and they certainly delivered that today, which is brilliant.
Miko was playing like a man possessed today. Was that something you'd asked for more from him?
No, I thought he's done really well. Now he's another one that's, he's been stop-starting in terms of starting all the time. He's got real competition for places up in that front area of the pitch. Again, it's a headache for me. It's a really good one to have when you've got, when you look at the players that came on, Kieran Bowie can play in that position, Dwight Gale, the experience he's got, Josh Campbell, all the forward-thinking players, Ella Yuhan still to add to that list. There's a real quality and strength and depth within it. And when you get your opportunity, you need to make sure you try and take it. And I thought Miko was excellent for the time he was on the pitch. He gave us absolute everything, and that's all you can ask for the players. And then the flip side to that is Kieran started last week, came on as a sub and really impacted the game. And Gailey's been doing what he's done his whole career, which is a top professional, understands exactly what's required at the right time, and he came and done that. And even like say Nicky Cadden coming on, he'll be frustrated he's not starting, but it's a reflection on how well the team's doing. Has to be patient, gets his opportunity and gets an assist again. So it's a real collective effort from everyone, and it's great as a coach when the subs are impacting the game. That's all you can ask.